This is Low Moon Origins, and the story continues.
I'm going to open my books. You already sent me the bulletin? Right? No. Oh, that was last week. That's the last week. Yeah, no, I didn't. I bought a pack of paper home. I said, sorry, I gotta get it. I haven't even started it yet, because I was running out of paper. Oh, that's what I should do, put paper in the
Is it
cart.
too late to put the thing in the bulletin?
I haven't even started it yet, so no.
Arts and Crafts team member meeting tomorrow morning after church. Or tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
What up, BG boy?
A lot of experience. I see you got a lot of experience.
Sorry, I have a lot of X after my name. X Legion of Red, X.
Yeah.
It's Dino. How do you do, Dino? Alright. How do you do? Staying busy.
Back her head. Really deeply, give me a mean look. She going through something to me.
Mind you, there's also the little bit up above, which is more
She's
just
smiling, but she's also gonna kill me.
probably how I got to where
Sad.
that was.
But moving her phone on the table.
Back to the bone.
Scratching her lip. Back into the bone. Back into the bone.
Scrub it with stain remover and
Oh,
cold
wait,
water.
okay.
Remember that
Wash
the
it.
Dark Knight Protector essentially works
Not
for
hard.
King John, right?
Yeah.
Cold water, though, not hot water.
I'm gonna do this one. I'm just gonna do a different one.
So
I'm terrible at remembering lyrics, but I'm pretty good at
I-
making them up on the
So
fly.
at some point in time, if it stays long enough, I'll give you
Oh, this sounds fun.
like a bunch of like random information that could be useful.
Gotcha.
If you will,
Like you gotta
that she has experience in. In the meantime, there'll just be like a
I'm going
small
about to
percentage chance roll
Hex.
on any given topic that you might know something. So call it like a legend lore.
Becca Zuma.
She's not what 10th now,
That's the second time,
so
in
it'd be like
2
10%
days I've heard
legend
about
lore,
Moxie's
but
Adventure
it's
Round.
limited to
which I had not heard the
things
name
that
of
could somehow
probably
be
10
connected to
years.
the kingdom or
Yeah.
like that.
It's really weird.
It's not
I
just
mostly don't
it's not
want
like
civilization.
ancient arcane magics
Just talked
necessarily,
about-
unless it's
Oh,
potentially
we were
owned
talking
by
about
somebody in
the
the kingdom.
fall
Or
the
potentially
Aztec
involved
Empire
with something that is going
in
on.
modern
currently.
world on Friday, yesterday.
Who's the
Yeah,
Incan
directly.
guy?
Correct,
Huh?
yes. That
Who's
would
the
make sense
Incan
as
guy?
well.
Such
I
as
don't know.
my most recent history, Boldneck.
Right.
Maybe.
Montezuma was
There's one
he
that
was
starts with a T. Teke.
the king of
Oh,
Tenochtitlan. That was
I bet you can't say
Tenochtitlan.
that
That
three
was
times
the
fast.
capital city of the Aztec Empire.
Oh, that made us not confusing us.
I think it's Tenochtitlan. It's something like that. But Montezuma was the king of
I'm
that
about to
city,
turn off all notifications.
and he got conquered by, oh my goodness, what is his name?
Cortez?
Yeah. It's something. It's like
Oh.
Uncan or something. Cortez. Not Uncan. I don't know. It's
I don't know the
Spanish
last
guy.
name because I always I always remember the last name because I correlate it with Crash Bandicoot. That's the villain of Crash Bandicoot. That's where my brain always remembers.
Hernan.
So I never
Hernan
forget Cortez because
Yeah. He took 600 Spaniards. That's what they called them.
never met a Spaniard.
I've known too many Spaniards.
Yeah.
He took 600 Spaniards over to the New World, and then he burned all his boats in the harbor, and then he made a bunch of Aztec allies, and then he conquered Tenochtitlan. But he didn't conquer Tenochtitlan while Montezuma was there. First he went there, met Montezuma, took him captive, got a bunch of gold, and then killed him, and then they fled the city. And then when they came back, everybody was dying of smallpox, so they just kind of ran the whole city over. That's what we learned about it.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I like it.
And then they named
Smallpox or swine flu?
it. I don't think they actually know. They just knew it was like a really bad disease.
Yeah.
And smallpox was really rampant. That was like one of the big things that the Europeans brought over when they came to the New World. Smallpox.
Yeah, it's probably smallpox.
It could have been.
Or just the flu.
It could have been more than
Yeah.
one. It could have been all sorts of crap.
Okay.
So the flu was really big.
Cocktail.
Well,
Turning the recorder on.
if you talk flu, like 1915 through 1918, really bad.
Brief devotional. Give me a second. Printer's printing. All the printing is done. I just pushed the wrong button. I'll push the wrong button again. This is boding well.
I'm electronic.
Okay. read devotional based on 2 Corinthians 6:16. Or what agreement has the temple of God with idols? For we are the temple of the living God, just as God said, I will dwell in them and walk among them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. 2 Corinthians 6:16. This is a great and very clear verse about the primary action of God when a person becomes a Christian. He is with us, in us, he is ours, and we are his. That is amazing and should be enough, but it comes with fringe benefits as you'd expect. His very presence in us makes a relationship with him totally different from any religion. He became, by his own doing, God with us. His presence does dictate certain blessings, certain changes, certain empowering, and more.
Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LM Give, to 419-419-0095.
That's going to start getting expensive when you have to keep sharpening them.
Actually, you can take the tip off and replace it.
Oh, they thought about that.
Yeah,
then.
they thought
Yeah.
Uncharacteristically, Apple came up with a solution to a problem that would be expensive to solve.
Mine's a pen.
That's not more expensive than the problem they were trying to solve.
I mean, I don't have to buy a new Apple Pencil every time I break my nib, which is nice.
Nib. What a word.
It's a good word. I love the word nib.
I broke my nib.
It's been backwards.
If you had a giant bin of them,
You'd have a nib bin.
you'd have a nib bin.
That's bin backwards.
Which there has to be a nib bin somewhere in the world, I'm just saying. There
I'm
has
sure
to be.
that Apple has tons
So,
of nib
you
bins.
know how we have like the $5
It's like the same way
bin?
that
It's called like the $5 DVD bins or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they're called loonies
that the word has
in Canada.
Completely changed.
And
So
so
the
they have,
$5 bin is?
It's like
they have a loony bin.
similar to
It's a real thing.
It's
They
a
have a
movie.
loony
You buy- Did you buy that movie from the Looney Bin?
Yeah.
Nibbin is a
The
word.
use is
It means a
almost
small, stunted, or
like similar,
imperfect piece
but-
of something.
Well, just like nib.
So, in other words, if
used to be the
it's a nibbin,
tip of a phone.
that actually, it's a bin of nibbins.
So,
You could have a bin of nibbins.
Nibbin is actually such a common misspelling of the word nubbin that they added it to the dictionary.
So
the same word.
if you had a giant bin
Yep.
of nibbins,
Here
you'd
we
have
go.
a nibbin bin.
Yeah. Well, if you had,
And if it was in Canada, you could have a loony nibbin bin.
no, you'd have to have a giant bin of imperfect nibs. Then you'd have a nibbin bin. A nibbin nib bin. You'd have a nibbin nib bin.
Yes, a nibbin nib bin. That's what you would have. That's right.
Where's the big
A
line?
nibbin
But it
nib
won't
bin.
do the notes for you, probably.
Oh, man, what have we
If it's
done?
a big bin, it'd be a big nibbin bin.
And if you could create a big bin
Yeah.
and put multiple bins like that in it, then you could have
Okay, I'll finish the.
a bin
Very much
of nibbin nib bins.
If you had, and if all of those bins were broken, you could have
They could be
a
nibbins.
nibbin bin of nibbin.
It's like right. I'm like right in the middle
Let's say, at
of
least you're not in between. Let's say, Alicia, at least you're not in between them.
All right. Anyway,
But she.
Enough about nibs and bins and nibbin bins.
So next time, are you just gonna like
At least they're
set
not.
up your seat where Arden is?
At least they're not puns.
My next character's
I
name
was
is
not-
It's very
We're not punning.
adjacent. It's very adjacent.
My
it
next
is
character.
at worst
That's
pun
gonna be
adjacent.
Nib.
I said adjacent.
Nib
It's
bin.
wordplay. It's wordplay. It's
Ben
valid
Nib.
wordplay.
I think we
Ben
should.
Nibbins.
That whole thing should be on a bib.
Well, it's recorded.
That's-
So.
So you could get it printed on your baby's bib, and then you could have a bib of nibbin bibs.
It would be
I totally lost it.
nibbin bin, nibbin nib bin.
Alright, that's
Bib. Yes.
I don't mind nibbin nibbins.
All right. Anyway, once last we broke, the party had
Ben nibbins.
escaped from the oddities auction in the
After almost dying.
Pan Reach. I mean, it did get pretty dangerous for a while, but I don't know that anybody almost died, but it did.
Taya and Jasmine might have.
Well, yeah, that was really outside. I wasn't even in the
that
oddities
wasn't
auction.
Nobody of consequence.
Hey.
If you had dropped the money, they might have let you go.
True, you could have paid. You could have bribed them.
No.
Dorkin didn't
I'm
say
not.
that.
No.
So ultimately, if I'm not mistaken,
I don't know that.
the only person who bought anything was Dorkian bought
How about a woman?
a woman.
Technically, I
won the bid on an elf, but I didn't buy him or get him. So
Right. You let him. Someone let him escape. Can you need to paper this in the top while you're staying there?
We let him escape.
Would you? Is this a good chance to naturally heal them?
Actually, you let all the bad guys escape.
Yes and no, because we're going to fast forward, so it's probably going to put everybody at full hit points. So pretty close
It's
to
gonna be the
it.
villain in 10 years.
All right. So we are going to fast forward. So as the episode begins, a couple of things happen. Okay. So like before the credits, pre-credits, as it were. We covered last episode. Now we're pre-credits.
This is the trailer.
The stinger.
And then it'll roll to like the actors' names. So, and then it'll go back. Then it'll come back.
Like before the theme song.
The part where you hit the OK button and skip.
This is like a season finale then.
All right. Anyway, so two things happen in the pre-credits opening. So one, the party meets up and transports from the Pan Reach to outside Sara's palace, which is, for anybody who's geographically concerned about it, is far to the far southwest of Lomun. So basically, you're crossing part of the northwestern corner of the Great Southern Sea, and then the breadth, the diagonal breadth of Lomun. So it is southwest of Charlotte, southwest of the wild boglands that are down there. Some of you have adventured in there. If anybody's still around from, Lorelei, for sure. That's where Evad, Dove, the demigod, was freed. Was in that region. It's the region between Sara's palace and the Elven lands, and then Lomun, and then the Dwarven lands, former Dwarven lands, which is now where the Tower of Mercy, or Keep of Mercy, is located. That region is pretty wild. It's not really tamed per se, and it is blocked off from the Elven lands proper. So the elves do patrol the mountains, especially on their side, but in the actual region, it's pretty wild. So you're crossing all of that and arriving at Sara's palace. Okay. The surprise guard ally that you met briefly at the oddities auction, who helped you a little bit, is not with you, obviously. But all the parties there, including Growl. Millie is with you, as you'll recall, and was involved in that whole mess. But Wilma Tosan, the Amazon women, and many, many other party adjacent individuals are not present. Okay. And so when you, yes, ma'am.
Am I still on the island? Because I wasn't with them in the city.
Victor and Lorelei did not go with us to the sleep.
Right. But you were headed to Sara's, correct?
I was recovering.
Still recovering, right? Okay. Yeah.
From being dead.
Lorelei is not in the pre-credits.
I think they were going to send you to Sara's after we were done here or something.
Somebody was coming to get us or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
We had a side scene of something happening on the island. So.
Yes, which is also happening in the pre-credits in a second here. Okay. And so the other thing that happens in the pre-credits, or the opening, to kind of set the scene for the day, is a meeting between Victor and a duchess who has recently arrived on the island. There's also a strange, kind of mysterious, might be a better word, background individual who's in that conversation but does not come into play, at least not unless something radical happens. Certainly not in the pre-credit scene. Who looks like a tall, thin to the point of gaunt, robed figure who sits in the shadows in the back of the room, which is otherwise sunny because it's daytime or late morning that you're having that meeting. And she had last said to you, "We need to get everybody off the island." And obviously, Victor said something like, "What are you talking about? What the heck?" Right? I don't know anything about this. And
who are you?
So, all right.
How do you know?
Yeah. So she goes on to explain to you that she has been sent here by the Diamond Cove Mages Academy. That she is a student there of a middle rank, not a particularly powerful mage, but does have the ability. And her name, for future reference, although it's doubtful that she would say, "Well, I am," and give her like pedigree or whatever, but her name is Louise Astor, And she is, as I said, a mage and a student at the academy, but she also is of high social rank. And you recognize the name Aster as being the last name of a number of high-ranking knights, not like very high, but upwards of middle-ranking knights in the, I think I said it wrong before, Southern Mist Cove. Did I say Diamond Cove?
Yes, you
I'm sorry, I apologize. It is Southern Mist Cove. Southern Mist Cove.
Got a lot of codes.
Just two, but anyway.
Well, north and south.
And the Knights of Southern, in the Knightly Order of Southern Mist Cove. And so Victor has had run-ins with them before. They are generally perceived to be men of character, that kind of thing. The social standing of their family was upper middle class, and so most of them come by it with some effort. They don't start out with shiny armor and horses and titles. They earn their way, work their way up through the ranks, not as peasants might, but as
That's
workers,
upper middle class.
successful blue collar worker types. But anyway, so there are 7 or 8 of them that you've heard of, and so their family has considerable clout across the organization, across the Order of Knights, and one of them is a direct servant to your father. He is not the oldest or the youngest or the most prominent or the least prominent, but he does serve as part of your father's guard, and was assigned by the Protectorate to do so, assigned by the Knight Order to do so. So that's enough of a pedigree to get you to kind of go, okay, so this is at least an interesting individual. And then she says that a prophecy has been interpreted that the island is about to disappear just as it appeared. That she was dispatched here in haste to deliver the information to you directly, rather than when she was initially dispatched, you didn't have the whole committee thing in place yet. That's just yesterday, basically, or recently, the last couple of days. So she was sent to you to inform you that, from her point of view, everyone needs to leave. Yeah, everyone needs to leave the island. So basically, that's what happens in the pre-credit roll, is you get that information. Okay, then the credit rolls. Okay, and then we need to do a little random generation. So everyone will break out a pair of d20s.
A pair?
Yes, a pair.
Yeah, you just have one. Sorry.
I just have one, yeah.
I mean, I have 2. If you count this. It'd take a while.
Funny. I have it on my watch. I have it on my phone.
I mean, I do have one on my phone, too. But...
You want to borrow one?
Oh, okay. I got one.
Thank you, Phil.
Do we need high numbers or low numbers?
You just need numbers.
It's random.
We'll get one high, one low.
If I would assignments, I would go back to school.
I'm in school and I have plenty of assignments. Don't need any more.
Then you're
Father figure, I would have killed.
Sick.
Might want to
Said I was
So this is the way I think college goes. I think you have, at the beginning of the semester, you get all this work, and then very soon they're going to ask you exactly how much work you want for next semester. Like while you're still recovering from how much work you have this semester. So, just be wise. That's all I can say.
And since I have no cash.
If you do this again, they'll kick your butt again.
I wouldn't have let you starve or whatever.
By the way,
Trying
pizza wise, can somebody break a 20?
Yep.
Good.
Somehow or other.
Yeah, I can break a 20. You want 0 back?
Yeah. I think really breaking. That's kind of more destruction.
She's going to break it into 2.
I'll rip a corner off.
20 for him, 0 for you.
For some reason, I have a ton of one. Will you get my wallet out of my purse?
He's taking care of it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
11. How much breaking do we need?
Just 10 back.
Pair of 5s.
Pizza's supposed to be here between 6 and 6:10. So, pizza and bread. Huh?
I'm doing math.
No, we ordered from Vito's.
I don't think they have fancy pizza.
Fancy?
I got garlic breadsticks and cheesy bread.
We should clarify, pizza
Art
in general
doesn't
is
like cheese on his
expensive
bread.
now.
I know.
One of them we determined does not have breadsticks. They have only cheesy breadsticks. When was that?
That's Marcos.
Yeah.
He's not a big fan.
Marco said they don't deliver it to us right now, any of their locations.
I've been.
See, I brought it up in the
I've
app and
been
it didn't say
progressing
that.
on Marcos
I brought it up.
You're in the Marcos dead zone.
As long as I do a lot of
That's
ranch,
just
They
pure
constantly change
laziness.
us back and forth.
They have a few times in the past changed us from
Vito's
the
isn't delivered to our house.
one phone number to the other, like the one on Woodville Road,
Mhm.
the one
They
by the
deliver
mall,
to
like
us?
they redivide their areas and
Well,
stuff.
I tried.
I told Sherry, they
The one
probably just
in Northwood?
redivided their areas and just
Or in
nobody took us.
Walnut?
They're like, well, they don't order anyway, so
Yeah.
screw them because they don't need Marcos.
So we got Vito's.
Little do they know, I've had their phone number memorized for over 40
I'm
years.
further away than you are.
Auburn Cheetos?
Yeah.
As long as they
I
know
did
it's
too.
not their Union Street.
and we don't have to worry about them dumping us anymore because now there's an overpass.
Yeah.
And they can get here. So
Yeah.
when, for
Hmm.
every so often they would dump us because they would be like tired of getting stuck by trains.
It's possible they use DoorDash or something.
No, it was
No,
an
it's
actual delivery person.
Says our order is in the oven, smelling delicious.
That's rude. Yeah, that's
Just rub it in your face.
I'm for it.
Right?
The fact that they have somebody
Okay.
sitting there smelling it disturbs me.
So
Exactly.
Can confirm.
we're assign what we're, your role is assigning your room as they are assigned randomly because the palace is extremely like packed right now. So there's no guarantee that multiple rooms would be by each other. So
Is there any neck on?
no,
But, yeah.
Sarah's
but there are
house.
several.
Your driver has left the store.
Not an event.
That was fast.
Not the
it was
event,
just in the
but
oven a minute ago.
the
It
event.
was like skip the cutting phase.
Wow.
go
just-
back and get our pizza.
Better call him quick. He forgot our pizza.
Your driver is on his way home.
With your pizza.
Your driver is enjoying your first slice of pizza.
Thank you for the generous.
Your driver has successfully eaten your
That's
pizza.
a
And then
realistic
the
tracking.
next thing is, would you like to leave a gratuity?
Your driver is eating your pizza with you.
I have never had a Barbie moment. I've never had an illusionist
I'm gonna
moment.
work up the
Those are the
courage
two
to actually
characters I've
play
never
one
had.
and sing literally everything.
We know 50-50 shot I can guess your next
Maybe
character.
not this group.
Nope.
I played a bard once years ago. I mostly did limericks, but I did some songs.
I played a bard.
It pretty much annoyed everybody because I'm so not
a long time ago.
on tune.
Pre-low moon.
Can you take turmeric? That helps fine.
I'm allergic to turmeric, and I'm allergic to shellfish.
It's a
And
centaur
all
bar.
those things that have shellfish.
Really? Even turmeric?
I
Well.
just can't have it. It's on my red list.
It's an anti-inflammatory that's
Yeah.
broken down by the same
I-
enzyme as Advil and like every other medication. And
And it makes me cough.
She's allergic to it.
Mhm.
It does wonders for my hands. Turmeric does.
You need more pineapple.
Willow bark.
Huh?
Willow bark, but you have to look it up and see whether it's on your
What kind of
allergies.
mouse do you have?
The white kind with
Just kind of.
tail.
Yeah, same kind of delicious. I switched.
Just try
Well,
a couple
okay.
instead.
I have that here. My travel one is not. I probably need to get a travel one.
Yeah, with as much as you're on a computer.
Okay.
My travel one just the regular.
Because I was having.
They make the ones smaller.
I remember
Let's
exactly
just-
what to do. I go through every
Who wants to help
step
roll some dice real quick?
I can.
and then
What you need?
I
2d20.
realized at the end, I flipped a sign.
29.
Halfway through.
I got one for you.
Go.
21.
I hate doing math. I'm good at math. Like, I always remember
23.
exactly what I'm supposed to do. But then I go to do
33.
it, and my brain just stops freaking working.
Can you second guess yourself?
Ooh.
That's another big
Oh,
one.
that's a counter.
Okay, go.
Dave's turn.
20
had
even.
exactly
37.
pre-algebra assignments.
Nice roll.
And he
18, 19.
sat down to go do his pre-algebra assignments today, which is a knowledge
go.
check. And he said,
I got one.
I don't know why they
Another
why we even
23.
have to learn this. Dude, you are on
26.
assignment number 3. Do not start with me.
You go after another watch for pizza.
Feels like a towel.
Assignment number 3.
Because Brian is on the way.
Compared to metal dice.
Oh,
How many people in our family is good at math?
I did.
All right, next.
That's all right.
36.
Dude, I got 6.5
Nobody's rolling
on my
low
first
at all.
math quiz. Because
I
at the
rolled a
very
10
beginning-
for Laura.
It's only 10
10?
questions.
Laura.
At the very beginning of the second question,
Okay.
I
35.
somehow managed to get 6 divided by 2 equals 4.
17?
I genuinely don't know how I do this stuff.
That because you subtracted.
No, I divided it by 2. I just, for some reason, I thought it was 8.
14.
I don't know. For some reason, 7 minus
14.
1
Okay.
came across as 8 in my brain, and I got 4.
36.
And then she
I think
she
I got it.
made fun of me in the
That's
class.
it. Okay.
Now with my name.
All right.
One of them said 6 divided by 2.
I got
I haven't rolled
that
below
was me.
20.
At least
I
you
don't-
use your name.
I rolled 110,
37.
She's not that.
30 flat, 215.
She's like, you guys really need to slow down, because you guys are really dumb this week.
I do this.
38.
I
She's
have
a
had to
beast.
start rereading
I'm trying to roll
every
low.
single email that I
I'm
type
trying
up
to roll
on
low
numbers
too.
because
30,
I go to hit
or
send
33.
and there are typos every single time.
I rolled a
Really?
3 and a 17.
Huh?
20.
I rolled a 10.
26.
Working out.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
4.
Works on everything.
Works on literally everything.
33.
4.
22.
I'm shocked Outlook would do spell check.
20. 31.
There are a ton of third parties.
That's what I was 37.
Like, they'll literally check and make sure that you're spelling
gonna roll
the
2
names
dice
of your events on your calendar
guy.
correctly.
I'm rolling at advantage for the rest of the
Okay.
campaign.
It's an extension on your computer, and it's a function.
So IT will probably have to allow me to do it.
18. My first roll below
Maybe.
20.
Wow.
All right.
I would've-
So when the party arrived at,
I would've
well,
rolled.
just outside the garden, just outside Sarah's palace, it was storming. It was raining heavily. Light thunder and lightning was everywhere. That was not good. Because now it's probably going to ask me what's on that. What is on that disc?
Goosh, goosh. This is the new palace on Adventure Island, right?
No, this is Sarah's palace, the sage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there is no palace on Adventure Island.
Yep. The closest thing to the palace is the temple, which is pretty well constructed.
She's still a time maker.
Victor doesn't have
I
a
don't know
palace
if
yet.
she grew out of that.
I said Victor doesn't have a palace yet.
He's more of a keep guy.
Victor's never had a palace.
I mean, the Molly
So
hasn't
in,
tried very
in theory, time
Okay,
anchors
with the-
are no longer a
the
thing
large
because
one.
you have to
Yeah,
travel
the
to the end of the galaxy and
So he's more of a
Yeah.
keep
reset
guy.
the whole
That's
thing.
what I thought. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
I'm more of a I
didn't know
don't
if I
spend
just
more
made that
than
up
3
or
days
not.
at home guy.
I will be. I am looking forward to when I
I'm
get on my
the
new
bad
laptop.
family guy.
Or the semi-trucker.
No, seriously. Oh, no.
I got a
Except I
wife.
can't sleep in my horse.
I got a wife in every plane.
New magic items.
It's really not doing that much. Why is it lagging?
Or non-weapon saddlebags.
Probably running some sort of update.
The non-weapon proficiency.
It could be.
Non-weapon proficiency.
Certainly a
Sleep on your
possibility.
horse. I prefer the saddlebags or magnificent saddlebags.
Well, they have the
Just
right
gotta pull it
address
on
because it's a
and you're
pin
in
showing
palace.
where he's going to deliver our pizza
Like the
to.
magnificent mansion.
What's that? What's
Trying
this?
where he's going to deliver it?
Delivery time 6 o'clock to 6:10. But it
So
shows
it's
the
just
house.
6 o'clock.
It
Yeah.
just shows where it's been delivered to. So it's the right Union Street. So that's it.
Maybe he's going off a Google Maps image of your house and it doesn't have the addition on it. So he's like, oh, that's not the
That's not the house.
house.
Or it could be somebody
All right,
going
anyway.
off memory.
And so, fairly quickly, and hospitality is good. They showed you to rooms where you could stay. You did meet a couple of people along the way. It could only be so Leon, Ren. Think about who has been a resident here for some time in the past. Was Jasmine here previously for a while?
No.
No, just Leon and Ren. So it's just the two of you. You know that the monastery sits on the mountain essentially to the east of here and wraps around so it actually faces the sunrise. So both of you know that that the monks also serve here in the Sage's Palace. And then you know that from here due west and really starts due west, but then going south for about 50 miles is the Dwarven Market. Okay, so it's about 4 or 5 miles down to the market, and then from there it goes due south, straight south, all through the valleys and winding back toward the gates of the Dwarven Kingdom. And the Dwarven Kingdom is due south of here, just over 50 miles. So those are all kind of facts that you know. If you guys just determine yourself whether your character knows that information or not. You can say that, in fact, you could roll percentile dice and see whether or not Kendra and Bono ever told Taya stories of this place, because it is pretty legendary if you
I
want to
don't
roll. Dorkane doesn't know squat.
You roll a d20 versus your intelligence.
You're not
No,
even
I've
from
never
this
been
plane,
here.
let alone this planet.
Fair enough.
Versus my intelligence?
For the record,
No,
I am
percentile
not-
Percentile dice.
Oh.
He's
I'm
What
just
about
like
Jasmine's
so
history?
he's
Roll
very
like
rarely
that?
even been in this
Trying to
area
say,
of the
somebody
galaxy.
doesn't
Been
challenge
around
you
for a
for your
while.
position.
No, that's all the
14.
clothes I have.
Well, you're in the right place.
Okay, so yes, you've heard,
It's ropes. I challenge you.
you know that this place is not too far from the Valley of Mercy, where your mom and dad should be, about a day's travel on horseback. And so that's not too far away from here, which is good. Maybe kind of makes you feel safe a little bit. And you know about the Dwarven Kingdom. You know that the dwarves used to occupy the hills around the Valley of Mercy. And perhaps even in fact, the original tower was dwarven construction, and that kind of thing. And then you know about the monks, you know about the Elven lands, you know the layout, basically speaking. You know enough to know that it is both illegal to sell and or purchase, intentionally sell and or purchase magic items in the dwarven market.
Does this include spell books?
Yes, very much so. No spell books allowed.
When you look at it, it's
a good thing I don't have
on
any spell
principle.
books.
Perfect. If you were thinking about selling them, maybe not.
Oh, so you want to keep on 24
Okay.
because that you can sell at a discount here.
So, as previously noted, the palace is pretty busy. Upon arrival, the big urgency is healing. Okay, so Growl is in a bad way. He's very sick. Has been determined not to be diseased, but is very sick. And so there is a gameskeeper, basically, that Sara employs, and that would be first stop, even for a giant alien cat, to go to somebody like that. Sara may or may not have more information than that individual would have.
Space kid.
That person's name is Barat, and when the party arrived, it was during the lunch hour, and the halls of the place were pretty empty, but it was pretty obvious that the rooms are pretty full. There's quite a few people in residence at the moment. Okay. Now, when you stayed here before, you split your time between the palace and the monastery, and you know a little bit about the monastery as far as like a few of the key players, things like that. So as that information becomes useful, I'll give it to you. You also know that, as I mentioned before, that Millie needs to seek training. I'm not training, challenging. She's the challenge of 10th level monk.
Yeah, I'm 10th. Wow.
Yep.
I'm hoping to see if there's an arcane monk here that I could train with. I was hoping to see if somebody could, not Sara herself, could talk about this thing.
Right.
And then also talk about the missing hit points.
Right. Okay. So the last one is probably a Sara thing because it's a pretty deep topic. The arcane monk thing, so only elves can be arcane monks, and the monastery is pretty much almost 100% human, so you're not really expecting to find an arcane monk. Doesn't mean that couldn't be one like traveling or somebody stopped by or something like that, but it is strange for in a so thoroughly human society to have an arcane monk would be peculiar. You probably would need to travel
Yeah,
in the Elven lands.
I'm hoping not to reveal that I'm a monk myself. Trying not to get challenged before I can, accomplish that training.
Yeah, that would be good. Get knocked all the way back down to the previous level. So what are you training for?
12.
So you're training for 12th, and if somebody who wants to be 11th would challenge you, you'd have to fight them as 11th plus a few extra hit points. And if you lost, you'd drop to the bottom of her 10th.
You and Millie be the same level.
Yeah. Well,
She could just challenge you.
equal footing. Then she could. Yeah, then she could challenge you. Then you go to 9th.
So go ahead and do your challenge, Millie.
The meteoric descent
I'll
has
wait.
begun.
I'll wait.
Oh, wait.
Give me the side eye.
That's terrible. Could you imagine if you could stack a plot against somebody? Knock them down from 12th to like 9th level?
Well, the funny.
It's terrible.
She's going.
Okay.
She needs a challenge for 10th, yeah.
So then you.
Taya and Jasmine both needed to visit the healer post haste, and Taya knows that.
Horrible now that I got it on my hands.
Okay, yeah, and Taya knows that
Well, you have
as
to
a general
regenerate.
rule, healing is available here in large quantities. That their
Do I
healers
regenerate if
are.
I'm not
choice of
dead?
who you get to.
Does it still heal over time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a ring regeneration.
Once a ring of regeneration, yeah.
Level change. So hopefully she could.
Only ever used it one time, and I was very much dead.
Well,
so
you're pretty much
didn't know how it worked.
you're pretty lucky to have been injured and not killed immediately. So,
Because that's how mages normally
well, you have
go.
a lot of hit points though, don't you?
For a mage.
Yeah, because of the bracers.
My extra
Insane.
stuff.
That's insane. Yeah.
It's like
41 by myself.
3 times the average.
Yeah, I don't think you could.
Who set up the table?
Hey, tell me that tea is something all over, and Alicia's laptop is on top of it. Will you grab a towel, please?
The table was not set up.
It was locked into place.
It definitely was not locked in place. I watched it. Why it fell. The table leg was like this.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. The
Doesn't matter
point
how it
is, we
happened,
just gotta
like,
solve it now.
That was an awesome movie, by the way. If you guys don't watch it.
I plan on watching it.
I highly recommend it.
Okay. So basically, a few of the monks serving in the palace show you the way. Leon is carrying Grawl, unless you're objecting to that for any reason, and you take him directly to the senior animal handler in the palace, who will examine him and see if we can figure out what's going on with the big boy.
Leon has a theory, but
Okay. He will ask you if you know what's wrong with him. So you want to espouse your theory when he asks, or are you keeping it to yourself?
I'll explain it. You want me to explain it?
Sure.
My theory is that we had to leave on a very unforeseen and important mission, and when I left, he was deceased. And this mission was unexpected, and I wasn't expecting him to be gone for so long, but after, how long were we gone? 3 weeks? So after 3 weeks getting back, he was gone, and I found out that he was alive. So whatever brought him back to life, or whatever magic was used to bring him back to life, I assume he never recovered from that and didn't receive good enough nutrition to recover from that properly.
This is valuable information. I will
That's
take
my
it into
theory.
account in my calculations. Pass me my lens. Okay, and he begins an examination. Surprisingly, Grawl, who is conscious, submits to the examination with no resistances. Now, you know before, like, he was, even to you, like, to check his claws or to get something out of his fur or whatever, he would always pretty much resist. He just didn't like being fussed with.
Yeah.
It would usually result in
swiped at
wrestling
random
or
when he
whatever.
was dying in the cage.
Right. So he tends to be like that. But this guy seems to have a way of calming him. He's probably in his early 60s. He's a big, heavy-set fellow, squarish jaw, beard, mustache that's, not long, maybe just like an inch below his jaw, and then it kind of spreads on his neck. And then he's dressed in what you would say are almost like commoner's clothes. They're very simple garb, pants and tunic. And then when you first saw him, he was wearing open-toed sandals, and he has really big first toe. Basically, his big toes are quite large. And he did not offer to take the animal from you, but he did. Like, he went in and he kind of cleared some things off of a table real quick. And then when you laid him on the table, he had to clear some more things off because he had not estimated exactly how long he is when he's laid out. And so then you basically have him like on a big lab table that's like 4 foot high, and so he's like chest height pretty much, and he's going around examining him. He does moan and kind of go as he examines like his anal region. He doesn't probe it or anything, but he lifts his tail up and he kind of lifts the fat of his thigh up so he can look in there. And they take his temperature, which they use a thermometer that is like about 2 feet long, and it's mounted to a wooden placard, and then it has a tube that comes off of it, and it has a little glass bulb on the end of it, and you see some kind of fluid in there, and he puts it in his mouth, and And at first Grawl resists, and he talks to him kind of soothingly and kind of masculine, but at the same time soothing him. And
I'm paying attention. I want to learn this trick.
yeah, all right. And
I have an animal handling.
now he seems to be a little more down that road than
Yeah, I'm assuming he has animal handling like 10 or something.
a higher number anyway. Yeah, and so after a preliminary examination that takes about 20 minutes, he says, so there's nothing really wrong with him, which means your theory is probably not entirely incorrect. It would make sense if he is somehow lacking something spiritually. I shall consult with Lady Sara in the morning. He can stay here in the lab. It doesn't look like there's any reason to contain him. He could go with you to your room if you wish. Either way.
I look to Growl for his...
He's pretty well zoning out. His eyes are not focused. He's staring not really at you or at the man off into the distance. He says, either way, wherever he is, it is wise that someone watch him. If he should stop breathing in the night, we can resuscitate him.
I think it would be better to leave him here because we can get attention quicker if he's staying here. Is it okay if I stay with him?
Sure, you would have to sleep on a bench or on the floor if you're going to sleep. There's no other... there is a cage. We could put him in the cage and just leave the door open. Then you could sleep against it or in the cage with him if you choose. It's big enough and clean.
I'd prefer to not use the cage.
My thinking as well.
He's too much of a...
Gods forbid, if the beast should pass in the night, a beautiful creature such as this should not pass in a cage. In fact, probably a beautiful creature such as this should never be in a cage.
I agree.
Okay. So the plan is for him to sleep in the lab, and you're basically going to stay and sleep as well in the lab. So it's not technically time to go to bed. He's saying, spend the night, but it's like early afternoon. It's like lunchtime.
Yeah, I need to go get food and stuff.
Okay. So they will make him a bed against the wall, and they can keep an eye on him. The lab is operational. He tells you it's operational about 18 hours of the day. So throughout the remainder of this day, they can keep an eye on him and then let you know if anything changes. And then they will not be here overnight, so you should plan on being here overnight to keep an eye on him.
I will.
Okay. And then you were assigned a room on arrival. So any extra things like that you were carrying probably there.
If you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins, Uprising, or Outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends.
Okay. Was there anyone in this group that was taking it upon themselves to arrange for Lorelei to be moved from Adventure Island to Sarah's, or were you were? Okay.
I told her I would.
And you have the power still to do so?
Yeah, if I can cast a spell first to get it back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's how magic usually works.
I will let you know. Well, I can meditate for it to get back. Right? I would take me a couple hours, but I can get it back.
It'd take me like 5 seconds.
You're allowed to hate her.
That's fine.
We all do each other a little bit.
Okay.
Just the drive to improve.
I will find a secluded space not near other magic users before I cast this spell.
Okay.
I will replenish my stone skin first, rather than waste it, and then I will cast Lemon Bush. So it'll take me like 11 minutes.
As I say, there's going to be like a half-mile beacon that goes off and casts that spell.
It definitely creates a spike, for
You're
sure.
going to get a certain archmage or sage's attention. That's for sure.
Magic's afoot.
Only if she's happy to.
I know that there are skilled magic users who, like, that's a thing that you can learn, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Do
So
you need to roll
sense.
first, or
Sense is a skill that can be learned in theory by any, aptitude or skill mages. Aptitude mages kind of get it almost for free, but even then they don't get any information unless they train in it. They just feel it, But then as far as drain or transfer on the fly, those are completely different things. But sense is just knowing that something happened.
Because I think realistically, everybody can feel it. You just don't know what you're feeling unless you train.
Right, even fighters,
Yeah.
for example. But a lot of times, a lot of people are using, high-level classes that are not mages, for example, are using magic without knowing it. So, lay on hands, detect evil that paladins do, special ability, like monks are training their bodies to use the natural flow of energy, which they would not call magic, but it is the environmental magic that they're talking about.
Force.
Yeah, the force, yeah.
They have the proper midichlorians.
Yeah. So that's where that's at. All right. Anyway, so you're using limited wish.
Yes.
Okay.
I will also
Storing
memorize
up the
the
whole-
spot, whatever secret spot it is that I find, to be able to teleport back here.
Okay. So do you want to try to go to and from your room in the palace, or do you want to go back to the garden?
Do I
We
think
know
it's safe
that
to cast it in the room? I think I'd rather
you
do
really
it
don't
outside.
know for sure. You know that internal places like this would be more likely to be protected. That's all you really know. It didn't tell you anything. You came in from the storm, sopping wet, went straight to healers, straight to the lab, straight to rooms, that kind of thing. So
There's no rules against it?
they didn't give you any rules at all. They said this is where you'll sleep. Basically, you signed. Here's your room. You put your belongings in there. I mean, you need to get stuff out of your bags that were wet, maybe see if you have additional clothes, things like that. So it was very hastily done.
Which I definitely do.
So anyway, the point is, you weren't given any direction. However, you do know that Ren had been here previously, and he is the one who strongly suggested teleporting to the garden rather than to the building.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if there were protections in place
right.
in a place like this. So I definitely would go outside, give myself some distance, secluded safe space away from others.
Okay. For the limited wish or for the teleport?
Both.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I mean, why bother with the teleport?
I have to cast a limited wish to get the teleports back.
And
then I have to
but
teleport
she'll also
Lorelei
get
and then
all of her
teleport
other
instead.
spells back.
That's true.
So if she just uses the limited wish.
Surprisingly, I didn't cast very many because I couldn't cast in combat because I was being attacked.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
But I do have
According to the
stuff.
first edition AD&D DMG, spells are not meant to be cast in melee. It actually says that in the book.
And considering my head was being ripped off.
Yeah, it's hard to cast magic when your head's been ripped off. That's true.
What, you can focus?
No.
I hope you don't teleport to rock.
It would save you from the chance of accidentally.
Is it too far away for Dimension Door?
Oh, yeah.
Myself?
Yes, definitely. Dimension Door is in tens of yards, and you're talking about thousands of miles.
Don't worry, I'm sure the island will be there when you arrive.
Save yourself that.
Good timing
Yeah,
on the thunder.
I was thinking about that. I was like, everybody else fled the island, but Lorelai's laying right in the middle.
She refused to leave.
Right.
She said somebody's coming to get it.
No.
No, the
All the
island
doors-
is gone.
all the
As
doors-
soon as she gets
Closing
wind
bed.
of this,
All the
she's
doors-
casting teleport out of her book and leaving to the capital.
And I'm intending to teleport to the beach, not into the city.
Is it the beach?
It doesn't. There's probably
I know, but I guess
it's not that far from.
maybe I'll be swimming.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to
When I
avoid?
teleport to Adventure Island, I teleport to the beach. I don't know anything about people leaving, so.
No.
I think
Well,
perfectly
it's not
safe.
happening that fast.
And if you
anyway.
actually teleport into the sand, you might survive.
Unless she fuses with it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
Might be a little scratchy.
Part of the ship, part of the sand.
When I teleported
Okay.
my bottom half
Also,
into
stop
the
landing
street,
if I
All right.
into the air.
turned to stone.
Well, that's because the street's all still.
And I have a ring of feather fall.
I know, but if she fuses with the.
Alright, anyways, do you need to roll
Sand.
anything before I cast this? When I cast it?
So you cast the limited wish. You're standing in the rain when you do so.
Of course I do.
Lightning hits you.
Hey,
Wouldn't be the first time.
don't give me ideas.
he came up with.
There's actually been a shockingly high number of Lone Moon characters who have been.
They're like
struck
a
by lightning.
gazebo or a tree or something I could see them under.
Normally you don't tend to survive natural lightning very well.
That's the crazy thing. I mean, I guess one of them wasn't actually. I guess neither of them were actually struck. They were just like it hit the
protection from
close by
lightning.
the ground
Oh,
a couple feet away
yeah,
from
that's
them.
different.
Guilty
That's
by
how
Which still
anybody
is
that
pretty
survives
crazy.
lightning survives.
Yeah, still pretty crazy.
Unless you're holding a sword, of wishes.
Yeah, an
And
actual
also
an
the
actual
1-year-old
direct lightning strike that actually strikes you, not near you, is 20d6 damage and 20 structural.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of surviving
That's a
an
lot
actual
of
lightning strike,
Roller die rolls.
yeah, is pretty impossible. Not
Like
impossible.
Druid's
It's pretty
scary.
unlikely.
Snowstorm and lightning storm.
Maybe
It can
22
happen,
structural
especially for people who
Can I
have.
have the first level version that just does 1d6 and 1 structural?
Yeah, if it strikes the tree next to you and not you.
Sorry.
That'd be the best first level spell ever. 1 structural. Roll, save, or die.
Check out The Moment Blood Bowl wherever you buy books. This is written by Pastor Daniel Stevenson, the longtime author and game master of Low Moon Adventures.
Especially for a druid.
For Brunson, I could quick cast it.
With that time.
Burning holes in my brain, baby.
And then you get chambered 1 structural.
Every segment, take a structural.
They just become a meatball.
Okay.
There's a secret beach for these ways, okay.
All right. So basically, yeah, there's the overhang of the wall because the garden has an extending wall around it. So the rampart makes an overhang on the inside. There are trees, so you could go under a tree, but there's no like gazebos or stone structures in the garden itself.
Okay.
There is a fountain and there is a statue, but the statue would not provide much cover from rain.
I mean, I'm not afraid of the rain. I'd rather be clear of people than.
Yeah, you're probably still already wet from before, like if you didn't change and stuff.
Yeah.
So there are 2 guards in view. They're on the door of the garden that leads into the palace. Did you come to the garden alone
Yes.
in the afternoon instead of the morning? It's a song like that.
They got whips.
Let's play on the song then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you came to. Oh, but you might have your falcon or your hawk.
Hawk,
The hawk. Yes. All right. So let's see if the
If
hawk
she's
is.
close.
See if the hawk is close. Okay, so yes, so the hawk is in the vicinity. Okay. Now, in order for her to go with you, if you're taking her back to Adventure Island, she would have to come down and like land on you before you teleport.
Okay.
Or like, at least on your hand or something.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah. I
All
can
right.
whistle for her to come down.
All right. So you cast the
Limited wish.
limited wish. You have all your spells back.
Okay.
Is
Do
it
you
a
have
special
the
version?
limited wish that isn't
Which
the
version?
variant? for
Oh, I
Captain?
do have the variant.
Yeah, that's all she knows. So you need to roll a d6.
I need a higher number.
5.
Okay,
That's more than enough.
More than
Now
enough.
you need to roll a spell save,
14.
which I assume makes it.
Makes it, yeah.
So the limited wish doesn't leave your memory.
Okay, so you have all of your spells, including the limited wish. Okay.
Then you can teleport without error.
But it does actually take you
When
2
did I
seconds.
push my
2
crown
seconds.
back?
Okay. At which point in
We're at
time
it.
you may roll a d6, please.
Uh-oh.
Surprise roll.
D6 and 1 structural.
6.
Surprise!
Ah,
All right.
he's 2 steps ahead of you. Or he's improv.
Just do
Shambling forth from a nearby bush in the garden, a 4-legged creature. Each of its legs resembles that of a bluish-black panther, talons included. And then the body of the creature is a 3-foot by 4-foot mass that could probably be described as kind of a purplish brain.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
this is not good for her.
And it lunges towards you. So it is
Even when you play Baldur's
10
Gate,
to
this
15
is-
feet away from you,
Or seen the D&D.
but you are not surprised.
Yeah.
And so you may roll initiative.
Nom, 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 nom.
I ran into him in
Yep.
other
Yes.
plane.
In the Underdark. That was the Underdark.
Underdark. Yeah.
It's whatever number you rolled.
Okay.
So you'd be in 20.
What about it?
Do we determine like who's in rooms with other people?
No one's in any room. They're all individual rooms.
Okay.
We determined like who's near each other, but we didn't go through the whole list because it was all
Do you
very.
remember our number?
What was your
I wrote it down. I wrote you on the map.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't write the number down, but I wrote you on the map.
I believe it was 13.
You rolled very low. If you don't tell me where you're going, I cannot.
I haven't left yet. All I did was get my spells back.
See?
Yeah. Yum
Frustrating.
yum.
We had a brief conversation, and we were like, "Yeah, I can take care of it. I'm a strong, independent wizard,
Don't worry.
lady wizard. I don't need no arcane monk, man."
She has 77 hit points. What are the odds something's going to eat her brain?
It is a brain. Brains don't eat brains.
Steps
Isn't it out in the road?
It's not a cannibal.
Welcome
They're
to the
like
club.
evil people.
Well, let's put it this way. Better her than you.
No, because
She has a higher
Oh,
intelligence.
She's a psycho.
Because they have abilities.
I know. She's a psycho. That's why
Right.
it's better, because she's one of those psycho people.
Right, which means that it has abilities that can affect her
I know.
that don't work on normal people.
I guess it just depends on.
Yeah.
Well, if she's a better psionic, she wins.
If she's a better
It's a walking brain.
I know. I mean,
Pretty sure it's adept.
Bazor was comparable to a mind player. Bazor beat a mind player inside of
What
combat.
do you roll to save for that? What do you roll for that?
He was a frail
It's
mind player.
more of a
Assuming it-
guessing game.
Assuming it has
Most mind players are.
psionic blast, it can attack a non-psionic,
Yeah.
and then you get a saving throw based on a combination of your intelligence and wisdom. If it's a psionic, then it uses its offenses, you use your defenses. You use your offenses, it uses its defenses until one of
It's
you
a
runs out
segment.
of one or the other.
Yeah.
And then once you start running out of defenses, then you can have bad things happen to you, like go comatose, go insane.
Have your head
Or
explode.
your head just blows up.
Right.
That was Janie.
You could
Signature
die.
move.
Or
It's
eaten.
possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Janny had an attack that
All
made
right.
people
Anyway, so it's just
If
the
they have
one.
appropriate defense.
It does look full grown,
Which is why metal music plays when she fights.
and you do recognize it as it's an intellect devourer.
Shit, videos.
You know that they are fierce and dangerous creatures that attack beings that have high intellect and or especially mages or people that use mental powers, basically.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do I know if we've got like magic resistance or something?
That's
You know that
Some sort.
you don't know the nature of its resistances, but you do know that the texts that you know that you read about it basically say that it is resistant to some magical attacks, but not necessarily simple magical attacks, but some like fire or lightning or things like that. And that also it is psionically active, so people who have mental powers sure will attack. Did you say 21?
Yes.
Okay, so the missiles pass right through the creature. They do seem to do damage, basically like lasers. Magic missiles cauterize the wounds. The creature does not die, but it does cringe back away from the attack. And it did its attacks bounced off your stony skin as well. All right.
There's even a headshot too.
But got good use out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, stop 3 attacks.
Hit it right in the brain.
Usually when I have a stone skin and get hit, it's for like a 2-point damage hit.
All the missiles pass through its legs.
Yeah. Okay, and a new round. Initiative.
Is there a 0-level spell, like a cantrip earn called Headache?
No.
No.
It would devastate these things.
There is distract.
Just pour slushy on
Could be
it.
effective. Oh, yeah, I have
Brain
distract.
freeze!
Sneeze. You think this thing could sneeze?
He goes,
No, and that's why I'm probably killing.
Yeah, right? Brain just goes, yeah, it tries to sneeze and just blows up.
Terrible.
Everywhere, right?
the light pops out. Or he just grows a nose. Achoo! And it retracts back in.
Psionic nose.
It's got protection versus sneeze,
All right.
and that's how it made it.
So it's going to psionically attack you again in missile fire. And so roll a saving throw. We already know you need a 6 or better.
19.
No problem.
Real raggy.
Slave
Okay.
queen.
Now we're in melee.
Causes feedback.
Were you attempting to cast?
No.
Okay. So its initiative is 5. What is
Mine's
yours?
also 5.
All right. So so that means it would actually go first because it has 4 attacks, and you have 1, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And so it'll do 2 attacks on you.
Maybe when Mama's done.
Both hit.
Of course it did.
So far, this dice you rolled really good.
Yay.
Rolled it 5 times and got an 18 or higher every time, but I could just be breaking it in.
Yeah. I've rolled it a lot. It's fairly random.
So damage,
It's like, yes, I'm killing the party.
I did say before this started
2
that
and
the
5,
average
total
needed
of
to be
7,
brought back
save
up
versus
since
poison
I died twice and nobody else died, so I was okay with that.
Hey, I wonder where Jasmine is. That's a 3. That fails.
You just didn't fail on the Sonic Blast.
Huh?
That one makes it
Yeah,
back.
that's the one that sucks.
Okay. Alright, so you failed 1 save versus poison. We just need to keep track of that. And it's your attack.
Oh.
Poison counters.
Wow.
Poison counters.
She gets 10, she dies.
Defense for this place.
It does sonic proliferation.
16. It's -2.
And the staff is +2.
Magical +2. It's the multi-image staff.
Okay. It rings off of him and does not generate actual images.
You're in danger.
And he will finish his remaining 2 attacks.
She's on like
1 hit.
She's in the garden.
Maybe I can't use magical weapons.
You just need
Take
to
5
roll
points
better.
of damage and save versus poison.
That's true.
-2 was not good enough.
Made the save by a lot.
Or it's not affected by magical weapons of that quality.
Except for
Okay.
now.
Maybe.
Okay. At that point in time,
Or
the hawk dives in to attack.
Raise the alarm.
Hit with a claw, hit with a bite. Reasonably good damage. These things are very sharp.
They are.
So remember that.
You can
Grab your dice, quick! It's stuck in my palm.
You can take like a nail file
Yeah,
and just
round them off slightly. If you
Yeah.
round the right corners off just the right amount,
You can cheat.
you could cheat at this game. Although I'm not sure how you cheated a game that you can't win or lose exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can definitely cheat.
especially when you're the GM. Like, nope, this happens.
You can
Nope, that
the
fails.
GM can't really cheat that way because the GM could just make the dice be whatever they want them to be.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's not cheating.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really cheating. Okay. All right. So it basically comes down and it buries, like rakes one claw on the top of the creature and bites at it, and it spins around and it stays kind of on top of the creature and basically tearing at it with his claws and chomping at it.
Go for the brain. The bird looks at you like, duh.
It's I do a called shot. I shoot it in the brain.
Wow. Protein.
He goes,
What happened?
OSU beat Grambling State 70-0.
Oh yeah. Welcome to week 1 CFB.
Art and I went to see
Okay.
to watch
so
it.
we did, brother.
New round. Initiative.
Back again.
Go ahead and do roll a d20 for me if you would.
Texas.
10.
Texas.
Okay. You are fairly sure that the staff did not affect the creature because the creature has some kind of defenses against it. So it's not that you missed. It's that it just repulsed the attack somehow. It behaved a little bit.
Magical weapon.
It behaved a little bit more like a stone skin than just you missed or you bounced off its tough brain hide.
What's up, Zoe?
Okay. So in missile fire, it is going to. It is going to attempt to Sonic Blast you.
3 touchdowns in quarter 1, 2 in quarter 2, 3 in quarter 3.
Okay.
2 in quarter 4. It's crazy.
Okay. There is a bit of, a burst of energy to it. It gets a little light in the area around. You see your shadow on the wall behind you, that kind of thing. When that happens, the hawk shoves off of the creature, kind of whirls and spins and drops to the ground unconscious. Doesn't look like he took any physical damage, but he is unconscious.
You got blasted.
Hey, Ariana, can you get me this
All right.
bottle of water out of the fridge?
So then the creature has initiative because it has a 7. We've determined already that you don't have a dex bonus. So it will be attacking you. Oh, also, sorry, hold on. Forgot the effect of the poison. Take an additional 4 points of damage. He missed with his first 2 attacks.
Yay.
That was a bad roll on the dice you made.
I know.
You figured it was gonna average out at some point. Yeah.
Like I said, I've rolled them a lot before you got them,
Oh, okay. So you
So-
already tried to break them in at least.
just to make sure it was actually random.
She wanted to make sure that
something
they weren't
wasn't
going to
lopsided.
always roll high and let them give,
Also,
give them to
two
you.
segments.
Well, in this game, it
They're
depends
gonna roll
on
high,
what
give
you're
them to me.
rolling, so it's not.
I need to roll low 10 sometimes.
She did not declare that she was casting a spell. So that is not the action for this round. I was only talking about because she asked me how long to send it.
What's that?
Did you say sugar cookie?
Category. Oh, sure. Cookie can mean a lot of things.
Did you say sugar cookie from Kroger? I bought them today.
Let's make sugar cookie flavor. What flavor is it? Cookie flavor.
It's your action, William. Okay, roll the hit.
20.
Okay, same effect. Okay. Creature will return fire. Missed, and what is your current AC?
6.
Hit.
Yours is not as mine.
Yeah, work on that. 4 points of damage and save versus poison.
It's kind of one of them trade-offs when you have 77%.
That's fair.
Save is a 9.
My base AC is -2, but I have 30.
And that includes your +2.
I do get an additional. I think it's +1 against magic attacks. I don't know if this counts for that.
That would not, because it's poison, but it'd be good to know that it's there
But
for
is it magic
what it does
poison?
work for.
No.
Oh, I don't think it was +1. I think it's from the magic resistance.
Very well could be. Alright, okay, at the end of that round, the 2 monk guards from the door that you came through to be in the garden arrive and attack the creature.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
These monks will mess it up.
It's not like you really screamed or yelled out for help.
Okay, so they both attack it. The one seems pretty ineffective. In fact, you basically tried to stop it, and it's skittered out of the way. It is very fast moving. It's been kind of on almost every side of you during the combat. The other one hit it, but it had a similar to effect that when you hit it with the staff, but it seemed to do a little bit more than the staff did, but not much.
What weapon is he using?
His fist.
Open hand.
She's gonna be you stupid brain.
Okay, and we'll
It's
go
trying to have
to
a Jasmine.
new round. Initiative. You lost one. You lost the bird assisting you, but you gained 2 months.
Shouldn't be here. 1, 2, 3, 5.
No. Because of the insulation, she does not need to be out there breathing insulation.
Zoe.
Does she just want to see it, or does she want to play out there? Huh?
She said she wants to see it.
Yeah, you can walk her out there just to see it. Don't let her touch the walls, and then bring her back. No playing. Loud and back. Curiosity killed the toddler. Fucking preschooler, whatever. Okay. So we're in missile fire.
How long would it take me to switch to my other staff?
When do monks become immune to sonic blast? Do you remember?
First level.
Not first level. I want to say like 7th or something.
Oh, I bet one of these monks are gonna be the ones that you're gonna fight the train with. They're injured. Fight them now.
Okay. We're in missile fire.
Other monks on the other side of it, in between me and it.
So, as I said, it's been dancing all around, but currently you're face to face with it, and they are kind of behind and to its left.
ESP thing?
No. Well,
Could be. It's a
Maybe.
mind blank.
The ability to mask the mind's like ESP only has 30% chance of success.
It doesn't say spine glass. I mean, I'm not reading the name correctly.
Maybe this is the one thing.
Be allowed to be guiding, charms, hypnosis, and suggestion spells.
I think it's one
Okay.
one of the higher level effects.
I don't know.
Oh, telepathic and mind blast attacks.
There it is.
Upon a monk of 10th level or higher level are made as if the character had 18 total experience mind. That is which is 10th level.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. All right. So were you casting this round?
Nope.
Okay. So he is attempting to sign a blast. However, because they are back into his left, he's going to have to do them, which means he will not be doing you, so you don't have to save because it's a cone. All right. So they
They're the bigger threat.
both save. Okay. So one of them is affected. The other one is not. I rolled a lot of natural 20s today. Okay.
Get him out now.
All right.
Or if the warrior monks. We just need to hit it really hard.
Okay, so his hands go to his head, and his mouth falls open, and he rolls to the right, and then kind of curls up in a ball on the ground, and you hear him making like gibbering noises throughout the remainder of the round and going forward in combat. Also,
Okay.
you made your poison save last round, is that correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. So now we're in melee. So he had 6.
5.
Okay.
And-
So he goes first. He'll take his 2 on you.
I didn't bother to cast.
1 is for sure a hit. So close to the trigger too. Both hit. And we got 3 and 4. 3 and 4. And save versus poison twice. Okay. And then we're up to you. You have been hit, so you can't cast
That
spells.
misses.
Okay.
Unless his
Returns.
AC is a 9.
Nope. The return inspired. Actually, it's the monk next. It's to this round. Both missed. Even with a flanking bonus, that's terrible. Okay. And then creature. So the creature's gonna of its last 2 attacks. I don't do that next round. So it's gonna go on you twice more. Both hit.
A lot of this D&D podcasts I listen to usually just single
4
player.
and 3 is total 7. And save versus poison twice.
No.
Ours in the same boat.
And no.
A lot of the single player.
Okay.
That D6.
And that ends the round. The hawk is on the ground unconscious. The monk is on the ground gibbering, although he does seem to be getting his composure. Like he's pushes it, like he's got his elbows on the ground, he's pushing himself up off the ground. It's like he's fighting against whatever is affecting him. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what's the Valor making? Oh, he changed it up on me there. Oh, I mean the symbols.
Okay, new round, initiative. You did fail poison twice that round. We're not gonna have to talk about you, like, I'm gonna have to slide you some cash and you provide my snacks or anything. You got the stuff, girl. It's like, she's got it going on over here with the snacks.
She's a sheriff.
They start having to slip you some cash when I'm not fasting. Okay, so missile fire. It's going to target the. I'm going to give a 1 in 6 chance that he can do both of you if he can maneuver. No, so he's going to target the monk.
Now we know why it works.
And he made his save again. Okay, so now we're in melee.
I do usually have gummy snacks.
Were you trying to cast?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. And what was your initiative?
2.
That might be the same humor people.
Okay,
Probably not gonna get the spell off.
so he doesn't have to reverse his initiative in order to beat you in initiative.
Not bad.
He is going to split his attacks, however, so he's going to do 1 on each of you. So you only needed to miss 1 time to have a chance to get your spell off. But he did not. He hit. So you've lost your spell. Take 3 points of damage, save versus poison. The monk also struck. Another natural 20. Save versus poison.
Made it.
Alright, so the creature struck you and struck him, both. Then you've lost your ability to do your spell. You don't have any magical items like wands or things like that, correct?
Just a wand of wonder.
Oh, okay, well, there's that option.
Yes, that went so well last time.
I mean, you never know what a wand of wonder is going to do, right? But again, like for example, like this round, your round is over if you don't use an item.
Unless you punch him.
Try it.
So there is the chance.
1 point of damage. 1 point
Or,
of
I
damage.
mean, it might fireball you. That could be bad.
What's the worst?
Or
that
it could
could
drop a
happen?
rhino on the thing.
That would be.
I'm going to will it very strongly to do something bad to this creature.
could make
It's not
bubbles.
gonna do any good, but.
You recall, like, when you're in the writings with regards to Wand of Wonder, that the adjectives used to stress the fact that there was no altering the outcome were many. Like there was absolutely no way to alter the
Well, there is
outcome.
a point in training in wand because
Chaos. I was gonna say the answer to that is only you could ask it. But if you were chaotic, you'd love it.
So you need to give that to him.
He would never use it either.
Well,
What's your
chaotic
alignment?
neutral?
Yeah, so you're just a nice person. You can basically empathize with people who might like the chaos of it. You're just not really one of them.
Dresden has a bit of a control freak nature.
So you were in initiative 2, which means the Wand of Wonder would go off in the end of the round. The activation of the Wand of Wonder cannot be disrupted even if you're hit with another attack, unless you're unconscious, obviously. So he is attacking you once more,
Shouldn't hit you that much.
and he did miss you. And he also missed the monk. No, he already hit you with the first one.
Let's say you couldn't have missed the first one instead. You might as well went off.
Paperback version of a Kindle. Still a tiny bit.
All right. The monk did hit him, but again, it seemed very feeble. Okay. The monk that went down is now standing. He's standing in like a very squat position, so his legs are at about a 40-degree angle, but he is facing the creature, and he's got his fists up, and he's like, he's kind of like he's having some kind of a spasm. He strikes at the creature and misses. Okay. All right, and at that point the wand goes off. Would you roll percentile dice, please?
There you go. It was for me last time. 19.
19. Do you like that roll?
I have no idea. Sure.
It doesn't matter. You can't change it anyway. Okay. So from the end of the wand comes a massive gust of wind that pushes against the creature It may hit the monk as well. Nope, it seems to not hit the monk. And the squatting monk is not inside its effect. So the creature is it's pushed back several feet away from you. So it's like 5 feet away now, and its claws tear up the earth in front of it as it is straining against the wind. It was kind of impressive. It was a pretty good usage. Okay. And then where was I at? Oh, right here. Okay. All right. At that same time, at the end of the round, so as you're looking at the creature, the befuddled monk is squatting on the ground immediately to your right. The monk that's fared okay is ahead slightly to the left of him. The creature is just pushed back toward a wall of brush that is there. Just behind the monk that is not befuddled, you see the brush, which is about 5 feet high, and it's kind of like it's got some white berries on it and some kind of prickly, almost like spikes that come off the vine, or thorns, but they're more straight. Anyway, you see that brush enlarge, and it swells outside of its normal size, and the part that's swelling sort of takes the image of a man, but about 8 feet tall, and it steps out, so it moves out of the main brush, so it's right next to the creature, okay? And the wind has died down, like it got pushed back, but not very far. And it steps out next to the creature, and then you see there is a man there, like that brush shape kind of coalesces then down into be almost human. And he's 6'2". He has black, short, curly hair, and the hair on his chin is almost the same as the hair on his head. And he has a necklace of tusks decorated with beads. And then he himself has short tusks that stick out of his mouth on the sides, and this is from underneath like a hook. Maybe has big bicuspids or cuspids come down from the top, but he has like little hook tusks that come out from around his lips, and he's obviously like gritting his teeth. And he has a staff in his hand, and he has purple and green flowing robes. So he arrives at the end of the round.
Okay. They call him the nature boy.
Okay. And then we'll do initiative.
Just like Rick said. 6.
Jay, earlier he was like, do you like that role? It doesn't matter what you like.
Because his name is John.
You smell what the dice are cooking.
Okay. So we're in missile fire. So in missile fire, the creature will sonic blast, and he will hit you and the monk because now he's backed up. So you're going to save and throw versus sonic blast. We already know you need a 6. You made it. Unfortunately, I think the monk did not make it. Okay, and not a babbling idiot roll. Okay, he howls in anger.
This must be a big
And he lunges at the creature. Okay. Yep. You notice where he seemed to be fighting very gracefully before and was as much defending himself versus the tentacles as he was attacking. Now he is less gracefully moving forward, kind of like throwing himself into the fray. Okay. And we're now in melee. So the creature has a 5.
How long would it take me to
Not
switch
too
to
far.
my staff?
Assuming you drop the one that's in your hand now,
It's an
is the
entertainment.
other one just like hanging on your back? If you switch, you could use it at the end of the round. Your opening would come at the end of the round. You have it out before that to like parry or whatever, but your opening would come at the end of the round.
Alright, I'll stick with this one. I got a 6 on that initiative.
Okay. So you are not casting, correct?
No.
Okay. So you actually have initiative.
Are you kidding? I missed.
Okay. And then we go to the monk is next, and he hit. He lands a series of what you would think are very fierce blows on the creature, like a rapid, like boom, boom, boom punches, but all of them land very weakly. The creature's defenses seem to be holding up, basically, versus that. Okay, and then we should go back to our- Alright. Then the creature goes. Alright, so he is going to. The monk advanced. You advanced because you attacked with your staff. So he's going to split his attacks, one on you, one on the monk. So he'll hit you for 2 points. Save versus poison. Oh, and also you had a failed save before for another 2 points.
Hit it.
So you took 2 and 2, and then don't take some next round. Right? And then that brings us to the individual who just arrived. And he triggers some kind of spell on the creature. And basically what happens is he points his hands, both hands, at the creature. Are you with me? Okay. He points both hands at the creature, and a greenish light cascades over it. And it turns to dust.
Disintegrate. That's what I thought about casting.
I know,
First,
that's
I
why
didn't know if I would get it off or not.
Okay. And the monk who was last hit by the mental powers, like he's stomping on the dust and kicking it, making little clouds of it, like he's still attacking it. Basically, he's angry. He says, "Foul beast!" And he kicks the dust in this direction, and then the one that was befuddled or whatever was wrong with him looks at you and he says, "Unto father, father." And then he wets himself.
Aw. Poor guy. I'm going over to my hawk.
Okay. Okay. Do you have animal handling? You said roll a d20.
18.
Okay, so he is breathing normally, so he's not dead, but he appears to be like comatose or drugged into unconsciousness. So you know enough about Sonic Blast, and you know enough to know about Sonic Blast that it will wear off. However, it does not appear to be stunned. It looks more like comatose, which means you're talking about days, not hours. Which means he's going to need medical attention, or he could die. Because he can't, like if he goes 10 days and doesn't eat, he'll starve to death.
I will pick him up and then I will look to them and will. Is he still safe? Not that one, the other one.
Okay, the guy with the tusks.
Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.